And we are live from the capital city of the Internet, Cambridge, Massachusetts. I am Dr. Jeffrey Lant, your host for today, the CEO, the co-founder of this massively popular enterprise which draws people from all over the world. Today we're going to have a very unusual program. I'm going to be sharing with you a work in progress, my enhanced website, already extremely popular, will by this enhancement become a super site generating millions of leads. I'm having fun writing the copy. You're going to see why. I'm going to read you some of what I've already completed. We're also going to give you an offer, each and every one of you, worth over $20,000, containing just the correct elements that you require for making money on the Internet. In this moment, I introduce you to this program, which is called Anything Goes, after the immortal words of Cole Porter, the most successful thing that Yale College ever turned out. Anything goes, which means that if you have something to say it. Be candid. But remember, whatever you say may provoke a response from me, and I shall be candid as well. So if you're a thin skin, sit back and relax, and enjoy the ride. We have been doing this program now for many, many years. In fact, it is the longest running live program on the Internet. It has two distinct audiences. Audience number one is what I call the in-studio audience. There are about 100 people in here right now from all over the world who have come together to hear what I have to say about making money on the Internet. We gather here at 1 p.m. Eastern Time every day. And on Saturday, members also have a special program on video marketing, which is unique to Worldprofit, and the most fantastic course imaginable, containing all the information we need. I am the instructor on making money with videos, so I am doing what it's going to make. Worldprofit has been around for many years. We've been in existence for over 20 years now. We are a Canadian company. We are based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where we have their corporate papers filed with the government of the province of Canada, of Alberta. And they have had perfect relationships with that government department for so many years now. And we also have the highest merit rating of the Canadian Better Business Bureau. Now, this is not a sinecure. It's not something you buy. It's something you have to earn. And I want to tell you how one does earn it. First of all, you have to be in good standing with the Canadian BBB for 10 solid years. No goof-offs, no catastrophes, no crises. Just good, solid service for 10 years. At the conclusion of 10 years, the Canadian BBB begins the process that results in your achievement of a rating. And that rating, then you can work it up or work it down depending on whether you're good or bad. We were very, very good. So in due course, over the course of many years, we achieved the A+ merit rating, the highest rating that there is from the Canadian Better Business Bureau. Now here's the thing. Once you get that rating, it is not yours to keep automatically. You have to stay working hard and diligently to maintain your high rate. So if you are looking at us and you've had bad relationships with companies on the Internet, you've been scammed, you've lost your money, think of this. To ensure that you were not worried in any way, shape, or form, we worked very hard to achieve the A+ merit rating from the Canadian BBB, and of course continuing good relations with the Department of Corporate Affairs in the province of Alberta. So we are all Canadians here. I am speaking to you from Cambridge, Massachusetts, right smack dab in the middle of what is called Harvard Square, one of the must-visit destinations of the world. Harvard College right across the street. Every building hereabouts is a historic building. The Worldprofit office is smack dab in the middle of it, just a minute's walk from the center of Harvard Square, the center of the capital of the Internet. It's all happening all around me right here in Cambridge. We are so lucky to be positioned right here in the center of it all. Every person of consequence on the Internet has passed through Cambridge, Massachusetts in time, and now you are as well. Today's program is a hoot for me. I have, over the course of the last 20 years, made a great deal of money on the Internet. It enables me to do the fun things now that I always love to do. One of them is to write. And by profession, among other things, a writer. He's writing at Harvard University. And I've written 19 books. My 19th book has just come out. And I'm going to give a free copy of my 19th book called Net Worldprofit. It sells for $29.95 at Amazon.com. You can go to Amazon.com and buy it, and that will make you very cheaper. Nothing wrong with buying a book and helping the authors on the way. Equally, I'm prepared to give a free copy to everyone in this room upon the following condition. If you will listen to the offer that I will make during this program, whether you turn it down or whether you accept it, I would be happy to give you a copy of my book, again, which sells for $49.95 at Amazon.com, so long as you will read it within the half hour after I give it to you. If you will read the book, I'll give it to you free, one way or another. If you think that that's a fair deal, it's actually more than a good. Now, let's begin by my giving you the offer. Yes, thank you, Lisa. If you'd like to, I'd be happy to. Don't want to wear Lisa Martini, it's just off to come up and help me out of it. I'm always happy. I don't want to wear her out, though. We have been very, very busy this weekend. Lisa has been like cream, just rising to the top. Here she is. Toast of Alberta, the very place I was just speaking of. I'm going to read the offer. Or actually, Lisa and I might take turns, because I got a croaky voice, and if my croaky voice comes out, I'll have to do the program in sign language, which might be difficult since I don't know sign language, but we won't worry about that. Lisa and I will share the responsibilities. She'll read the page, I'll read the page, she'll read the page, I'll read the page, we'll go on like a house of fire. We want you all to be aware of the $20,000 plus offer. It is the best in the world, and let me be very clear, unequivocally clear. Without the tools, the training, the traffic which come with this $20,000 offer, there is no possible way you're going to make money anyway. Please hear me now. If you do not have the tools, you cannot do the job. It was at the beginning of World War II when Winston Churchill issued this famous admonition: give us the tools and we'll do the job. And that's exactly what you should be saying to us, to Lisa, to me, to all of us in Worldprofit. Give me the tools, and I'll do the job. Well, so you will. Lisa, let's give the offer. I'll start off by reading the first screen, you can read the second, and so on until we're finished. We'll cut this time and increase the voice range. All right, I'm going to dedicate this program to Attilio Segundo and Cheryl Wolfenden is back. Cheryl, you deserted us, and here you are back again. Perhaps you could tell me what you're here to achieve. We gave you the directions to the program. Now we're going to start this is a 6-part offer. Pay very close attention to it. It's worth over $20,000. It cannot be made more than once. There is the first part, and I'm going to read this to you. Lisa will comment with the second part, and I'll do the third and so on. Now, members of the congregation, including Richard Herrera, including Randy Richardson, Tomas Garcia, et al., you say you have finished our introductory video. If you haven't done so, that's the first step. Great! Then you already know the awesome offer we've got for you. If you order in the next 15 minutes, you get the $6,500 bonus offer made in the video, and $400 a month of cutting-edge successful materials, all with resale rights. Even before, this is worth thousands of dollars. You get total success training and home business bootcamp, and 75 monitors like Lisa and me to start closing sales for you today without ever charging you a single penny. You also get $800 worth of crucial business and wealth building software, all with resale rights. You also get Worldprofit's unique 5th Bank promo kit, enabling you to make at least $1,000 a month. That's 1,000 smackers without spending a penny. You also get our incredible Magic List Builder, an amazing piece of software by George Gosh, which turns any website into a list building page instantly. And if you accept this offer in the next 2 minutes, you get 10 associate members who will generate commissions for you. This is there is the first page that's going to give you the right to read the second part of the offer. And there it is.
Okay, and welcome to Cruz and Buzz as well. Just sit and listen to the offer presented. It's important now if you place your order within 5 minutes, you'll get 50,000 additional money-making credits, including 10,000 additional guaranteed visitors to the website of your choice from Traffic Center, and 20,000 credits from our popular SafeList Extreme Megalist system. Now you also get absolutely free our newest traffic generating model, the Automatic SEO Promo Bot Kit. Now this has a retail value of $450. This helps you get guaranteed #1 positions on Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. It also promotes your URL to over 3,000 backlinking sites with just a few clicks, and allows you to post your message on over 70 safe lists and top traffic exchanges. Now finally, we will include the SEO Power Pack of 23 software programs worth over $1,000. Now this is our gift to you if you join us now. Just click on the red Order Now link and click on Option 1, the monthly option.
And now it's me. Cheryl, you need to sit back and relax. We're doing our program now. And we're going to go on to this, the third of the 6 parts, and I'll give it a good read with all my skill. Still more. If you get your silver package now, you get over 1,000 original articles by, they're by me. There are 3,000 articles total. 1/3 of them are written by me, and they are terrific. Active dealers use these articles to generate thousands of responses in just 15 minutes or so every single day. You also get brand new software by master inventor George Koch, which enables you to create hundreds of ebooks in just about 3 minutes. And folks, members of Worldprofit have now created about 9,000 unique ebooks. This site alone has generated over 9,000 unique ebooks. And I say rah, rah to all of us who are creating those ebooks. You deserve a kiss, a hug, a dance around the park at the very least. Lisa has also contributed some ebooks to the mix and may have a word to say about that in due course. You also get brand new software by master inventor George Koch, which enables you to create hundreds of ebooks in just about 3 minutes per ebook. This spectacular offer is made once and once only, so click now on the blue link to connect you to the order form. If you do this in the next 15 minutes, you may add to your bonus card, $12,000 bonus package. You can create, customize, and produce video articles almost as fast as you can read this sentence new. Order within the next 7 minutes, and we will include the easy-to-use software you need to give away unlimited free advertising to all of your customers. Listen to what that says. It says, use our software. Give your customers free advertising that you can use to stimulate the purchase of your goods, whatever they may be. And whatever you're selling, this is the Tech Wizard George Koch's latest invention, and you will use it daily to get your customers to act, to respond, and to buy to 1,995 deals. Lisa, we're cooking with gas here. We've given half the offer, and we're not even in our stride yet. Carry on with the next slide.
Okay. And even more, folks, even more. Now, video marketing, exactly what we're doing right now. Video marketing is the hottest thing on the net. You've been to YouTube lately. Now you can stay home and profit. And that is if you know how to do it. Now, internationally known marketer, this is our CEO with me right now, Dr. Jeffrey Lant, CEO and co-founder of Worldprofit. He'll show you how to use video marketing to sell anything. And if your order is in 7 minutes, you'll get his incredible video marketing course for free. Now, this is a $10,000 value. That's what any university would charge for a 2-day ongoing training. It's one-on-one with Dr. Lant. That's incredible in itself. This course is unique. It doesn't exist anywhere else, and you get it now. Plus, Dr. Jeffrey Lant's 19th ebook, Net Profits. The link is shown here at Amazon. Now, if you went to Amazon, you would pay $29.95. That's the retail value at Amazon. But if you're here, you get it free now. And as a bonus, you can use it to generate thousands of leads with one click. You just click on the red box and order at once.
And here we go. I'm going to give the last two proportions. We're going to mock this up. For those of you who understand the importance of SEO placement on our website, we're going to give you 700,000 SEO submissions. Take a look at the very tippity top of this page. Very bright green. It says get 700,000 free SEO submissions. It's all done by automation. You're not going to sit there and enter 700,000 manually. It's done by a machine, which costs creative the machine. You get the 700,000 SEO submissions. And finally, the first person that places an order who looks to be Richard Herrera, I'm going to give 100 customers. I'm going to take 100 customers off my personal list, give them to Richard Herrera, or the next person who places an order, be that Richard Herrera or Affalo or Cheryl or whoever it may be, gets 100 customers. If you're in number 2 position, you get 50. Still a great deal, but not as good as if you got 100. 100 customers floating in, and finally, this whole package is good for, I'm going to keep it up on the internet now until the top of the hour throughout. I'm going to keep it alive throughout the entire program. Anything goes. Folks, I would like a quick early answer. Cheryl, are you going to buy your silver package at last? Richard Herrera, are you going to place that order? Afilio Segundo, are you going to respond to us? In other words, if you are, click on the bright red box that says order now. You want option 1, the monthly option. It is the best offer ever. And may I say in all seriousness, as a man, I kid about everything but one thing, money. I never kid about money. If you want it, this is the book. This is the offer that I'll give it to you. Is it true, Lisa? I'm a kidder, but I do not kid about lucre. Coins, francs, Deutschmarks, rubles. No kidding. No kidding allowed.
Not when it comes to money.
We have Cheryl, who's on the order form. Pappuccino. Like a pizza. Pappuccino. We need to hear you respond. Richard Herrera. We have a race going on. Attilio, you're not responding. You're going to lose the $20,000 offer. Now here's the ticket. Whether you buy the offer or whether you don't, I'm going to give each person here today a free copy of my new book. It's a $29.95 value. And if and only if you will guarantee me that you will take a half an hour from the minute I give it to you and read it. That's the catch. So we're going to, Lisa, we're just going to carry on here and let them order, which they're going to do. And remember, the first person, but only the first person who orders is going to get 100 customers in addition. The rest of you will get 50. Cheryl is on the race. Richard Herrera was in the race. He's dropped off. Richard, you dropped off to the other form. What's that all about? Attilio, we don't hear from you. Attilio, no wonder your name is Segundo. Should be Primo. It is, in fact, Segundo. So looks like Attilio's going to lose the race. I'm waiting to hear from the 100 people looking in the window. Folks, if you are one of the 100 people looking in the window, I'm talking to you. I got a free book for each of you. And friends, this is my 19th book. I made a great deal of money for my books. They are good value and they are green value, and you don't have to pay for them. My father says, "What's wrong with you, Jeffrey? You used to just sell your books and make money. What's wrong with you?" I said, "I sent you to Harvard to be smart." I'm going to read you something that I'm having a great deal of fun with. I believe that a website should be fun. I believe it should be educational. I believe it should make money. Anybody disagree with any of those points? Fun. Universal. And Sam Fletcher, you know, I call you so many times, Sam, you've been to this 26 times. Are you the Sam Fletcher that used to be a part of this organization? Yeah, man. We called you, called you, Sam, you don't respond. Sam, didn't your mother tell you that's rude? Fun, educational. I believe the Sam Fletcher that I used to know was an English teacher. Have you been in your storied career an English teacher? Or any kind of an educator? Are you suffering from amnesia? Not what I asked you. I asked you whether you were an English teacher. So I'm going to go back to my point. Sam Computer out his computer problems. Why, Lisa, do people feel obliged to talk about their computer problems? They come into a room full of people that have got a problem. You know what? Technology is great when it works, but don't burden your computer problems on me. I got my own. Fun, educational, money making. That's what the site was. I'm going to read you from my new text copy. When I'm finished with this upgrade to my website, which will be in about 2 weeks from now, it'll take me at least 2 weeks to with assiduous effort, polish this to the degree of brilliance that I demand from my things. Patrice is just going ahead and posted this on the screen. I'm going to read to you. You tell me whether you don't think that this is going to be a cosmic trip. People will come to my site to have fun, to be educated, to learn how to make money, and to see beautiful things, the most beautiful things in the world. So I'm going to read you. First of all, I'm going to actually put the music on. I've chosen Purcell to lead off the parade today. And Patrice, if you have that, there you go. That should be a fanfare by Purcell, 17th century. I'm going to read you from the top. This is in progress. This is a draft. To be added to http://jeffreyLantTrust.org. Begin by playing Purcell's masterpiece, Sound the Trumpet. Find it in any search engine and turn up the sound, then turn it up again. Welcome again to my very special corner of the world. The place I first dreamed and then crafted piece by extraordinary piece over so many years now. Here there is unsullied beauty, well-earned repose, a never-ending plethora of mysteries and enigmas. And always those catch-your-breath moments that come when you see, as if for the first time, an old friend who shows you a new side and confides a secret you have longed to learn and now at last know, making you glad all over again that you did all that had to be done to acquire this cherished acquisition which enriches your life every single day. It is my privilege to welcome you, for by being here you must be a kindred spirit, no doubt on your own particular voyage of discovery, as happy to connect with me as I am to connect with you. It is my pleasure to receive you amongst the thousands who come to see the dream made real. A boy from the windswept Midwestern prairies, the unlikely beginning of it all. We all wonder, if we have not stifled the urge to wonder, how we came to be what we are today, what influences made us what we are, what events shaped our lifelong realities. Know thyself. We know we should, but somehow we never have time enough, no matter how much time we have. And so we live our lives with hardly a scintilla of knowledge about the principal person who thus remains terra incognita, until the only terror we have left is 6 feet under. This, to my way of thinking, has always been the worst possible way to spend one's severely limited time on our very little and deeply challenged corner of the eternal cosmos. I wanted to know where I came from, where I was going, why me, why here, why now. These have been the guiding questions of my life, worthy, adamant, somehow now partly answered. Many yet, for all my 67 scrutinizing years, unknown. Perhaps unknowable, tantalizing, baffling, infuriating, always relevant, always intriguing, sometimes soothing, even if quite different and expected or predicted. It is your personal and unending course in Self 101, the most important course of your life. Certain key aspects of this crucial course are what you see here. For what you see here is not just so many artifacts and objets d'art of pieces which made their way here to Cambridge, delivered by my brain, heart, soul, and a profound belief in their importance and relevance to the world worth loving. And more so as this world is more at risk, its future more and more threatened, and far from secure. Wherever we are going, whatever condition and way we make this journey, we need the visions and handiworks of artists, howsoever they manifest themselves. What you see here is a declaration of their importance and my cohesion to their cause. For without art, the worst of Earth's plausible, possible, pitiable outcomes must already have occurred, and we will need wonder no more at our dismal, dismaying, disastrous destiny, for it will be apparent to all too late. But it is not too late yet. And so at 11:57 p.m. Eastern Time on this night of seductive springtime, I sit down to become yet again the narrator of all which has come to reside with me. Chez moi. I am in the blue room, the working center of my vision. The Art Deco chandelier throws out over 10,000 facets of dazzling light, sharply revealing aspects of 1,000 years of civilization, making their amiable, alluring presence known to me, for I am their careful amanuensis, the keeper of their flame and necessary link in their history and future, but only a single link from many which have already done their work and those who will do the necessary work in the numberless ages still to come. This is what is meant by John Keats's immortal words, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." There is such beauty here, and I have work to do to ensure that it abides forever and a day. This work is painstaking, continuous, meticulous, largely unheralded, a true labor of love, but never done alone, for the presence of its many inhabitants is palpable, particularly of an evening strikingly apparent when I become the host of a soiree which draws participants from anywhere and any epoch, even the pharaohs. That is when this richly appointed room, inspired by the Emperor Napoleon's chic, tailored office at Malmaison in suburban Paris, comes alive, crackling with wit and a cosmopolitan conversation that takes a lifetime to perfect, each word apt, diamond sharp in its use, where the inimitable crack is an art form in its own right, a construction of brilliant language that makes you smile and burst out with hearty laughter, even on those frequent occasions when your Excellency is the target, a fact that you may not even discern for hours or ever. Having enjoyed this linguistic apogee, every syllable apposite, you long for the rest of your life to have it again, for this salt never loses its savor, and the craving never abates. That is why you will return here often, why I shall be in the happy position of greeting you as an old and honored friend, someone I wish to know better. Rain, Vivaldi, happiness. It is 4:59 a.m. I am quite precise about such matters. The rain is beating against the shutters, and one feels the joy that so often comes from falling water, exuberant, determined, impossible to deny. It refreshes, and we need this refreshment so, though I am better at urging it upon you than doing it for myself. The landscape is bathing, the air pure and purer still, as all things renew themselves for the arduous birthing of the spring renewed. I throw up the sash of my salle de repos, determined to embrace the miracle that gives us life, nurture, and healing. What is happening outside my window? Is it Libyan, downpour, outpouring, cataclysm, torrent, gush, spate, deluge, inundation? To find precise definition, I need to embrace the event, and so in a state of acute déshabillé, I merge with the water and assign it a descriptive name, Frechette. And turn on the elegance that is Vivaldi. It is his spring concerto of 1725, and with every cultured note my heart leaps, for it is always a pleasure, an honor to be touched and improved by genius. Find this tune in any search engine and see for yourself. So long as Vivaldi soars and uplifts, life is good indeed, especially when we perform our ablutions in the bounty of early morning rain. The Vista. I am looking out over the glistening terrain, but my responsibility towards you is to describe what is within. And so the very serious business of selecting representative items begins. Make no mistake, this is a task demanding exquisite judgment and care, for you can be sure whatever you selected will be wrong. Why didn't you do that one? Pointing to a masterpiece that once graced the Bologna Hall, and not so long ago. Why, to invoke stringent, unthinking criticism, of course. For human dissatisfaction is life's greatest certainty. The little hyena barks, the great caravan passes by. Scenes of allure and heart-stirring perfection. I have made it a point in my life, in its extensive travels, to see as many of the great vistas as possible. Places like the Champs-Élysées in Paris, where the Grande de la Belle France is on perpetual awesome display. And Mall in England, beloved of her Britannic Majesty, where her subjects cannot resist the urge to mingle, venerate, cheer, and revere with the royals. Our American version of this phenomenon, where we see with a lump in our throat the stirring monuments to freedom, running from the Washington Monument to a great nation's paean, to its greatest man and our greatest ideals. This is the Lincoln Memorial, built to showcase the better angels of our truth in nature, so often besmirched and tarnished, but always our laudable glory, worth the quest, and our full commitment. I have seen the eternal city from the top of St. Peter's, the Parthenon by morning's first light, the air more exhilarating than the most smooth and celebrated champagne. Marveled the telltale remains of Gothic ooze, Unter den Linden, and those at Parsarganon, where Alexander made great, and bloated with victory cast a torch into the greatest palace of his new imperium, preferring the wild gyrations of destruction of divine fire to the more pedestrian joys and dull responsibilities of ownership. I confess I have felt that way myself from time to time, where the burdens of poverty can overawe, and make one yearn for the simple joys of backpack and theatering. Fortunately, such sameness passes, cast away by the merest glimpse of a splendor that never pales. And I have stood as I am standing now with my back to the windows of the red drawing room, astonished again by what I see before me, and it is good. Thus the time has come for me to share with you. I have chosen to ruminate so many possibilities of tenacious rhythm of fanfare suitable for a prince with a connoisseur's refined taste, suitable, that is, for you, Monseigneur. It is Vivaldi Redux, violin concerto in C major, RB 187 Allegro, of course. I am glad to see you here, glad to give you the full panoply of joyful greeting beginning at the wide open front door, the most gracious of practice bows, 2 fingers in greeting, not just the one reserved for lesser folk. A smile that cannot be counterfeit and signifies the possibility of everything one person of the world can give another such. Welcome and behold. It is here that the first picture will be inserted. Here are my caveats, rules, and conditions. Treat them as the very gospel, for they most assuredly are. Why? Because to say, look but don't touch, generates an immediate touch. Don't touch. It means precisely that. People will touch anyway. 2. Don't ask me if they are real. If you do, I shall most surely respond, no indeed, they are from the Martha Stewart collection at Kmart, and price accordingly. Isn't it amazing what they can do with classics nowadays? 3. No, you may neither drink your brewskis in this ostentatious space, nor throw a Boy Scout pancake breakfast in it either. Things stay pristine longer if they stay clear of the pernicious body oils of well-lubricated humanity, including yours. I have on divers occasions given this adamant advice to the long-suffering staff of the John and John Quincy Island Presidential Site in Quincy, Massachusetts. The exquisite items they collected, whilst on diplomatic missions of consequence, most ranging from Louis XVI through the various stages of the French Revolution, today at risk of final oblivion, worn away by numberless caresses, brought low to grime and heartbreak by the unabating popularity of the place itself. The guards are willing to do the necessary to preserve, maintain, conserve. If they have not learned their trade, I most assuredly have. 4. Don't ask me insinuatingly, what are you going to do with all this stuff? The correct answer is, man proposes, God disposes. That is all you need to know. 5. Tell me the length of the tour you desire. You can select from amongst such alternatives as never-ending, who fit for the nitpicking expert, and quick and superficial, attention given to every recherche word and pronunciation. Do I just wanted to brag to my friends that I was here? When I take photos, I want to text them to my Uncle Ernie into view. One wonders, Philistine, how you ever got it. Or I simply say, point to any artifact you like, and I, like some wind-up toy, shall begin. However, first you must see the vista in all its exuberant splendor. I can assure you there is no scene like this in Cambridge, graced though it is by Harvard, and pretentious Boston, quick to praise its treasures, slow to maintain them, or any nook and cranny of the great republic, or anywhere else on God's green, slowly sickening earth. This is no place for cynics who know the price of everything, the value of nothing. But surely, that is not you. Come now and see what I see. So then continue with the text, and we will end up with these resources. For additional information about the Lant collection, go to jeffreylantarticles.com. Search on such keywords as Simon Gillespie, Roddy McGritty, Sotheby's, Christie's, Dorotheum, silver paintings, Empire, inkstands, plates, candlesticks, rugs, marble, photographs, autographs, clock, Empire Bridge, Emperor, Habsburg, Max, etc., etc. Well, Lisa, what do you make of that? This is going to turn out to be the most idiosyncratic and charming guidebook ever written in the history of the world.
Oh, boy. Yeah. And just seeing some of the collection you had, the photographs of that is, they're all just exquisite word you could use for that. So, and I'm certainly going to enjoy your description.
Well, I heard you laughing in the background, so I know you were sitting home.
Oh,
now, that was funny.
Well, that was your point. So
well, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was in here making the corrections. This is a fun project indeed, and I want to make it clear that all the many, many leads from this site will go to the monitors who keep faith with the people all over the world are up here on the screen. It's my privilege. It's my privilege to have these items, my privilege to come to opinions about them, relations with them, and I'm enjoying writing this very much. You will see that I'm already quite far along and I haven't shown a single object yet. That's the issue. It is built and built and built. Mm-hmm. Now I want to quickly flash back to Cheryl, Richard, Randy. I'm going to reiterate the offer. Lisa and I read you the complete $20,000 offer. If you do not have it, let us know. You need to watch the video before you get the offer. It's super easy. Click on the bright green box that says watch video. And people, let me make clear with you. If you don't follow our directions, you will be up. Our caravan will keep going. You will be left by the side of the road. Work with us. If you don't understand something, speak up. If you need a clarification, speak up. We are most friendly people, although we do have our moments with those that do not talk. We do not communicate, we will not love you. That is for sure. Talking to Brandon, and Cheryl, and Randy. Now, how many of you are ready to accept the offer right now? If you know you're going to accept the offer now, put a Y on the screen and we'll get you started. If you know you're not going to accept the offer now, in other words, if you're prepared to give away $20,000 of bonuses, and you want the whole world to hear this fiasco, one way or another, I want to know how many of you are ready to accept the offer, how many of you are not ready to accept the offer. Randy, all right, Randy, because you were the first one and you are Johnny on the spot, I'm going to give you 100 customers. If you click on the red box that says order now, option number 1, the monthly option. You will get everything plus 100 customers. You will be the only person in this session. If anything goes to get the 100 customers if you place your order now. Are you with me, Randy? Randy Richardson, are you with me? Do you understand what I just said? You're in for a bumper crop of bonuses if you act now. Alright? You have already clicked on the bright red box. You are already in the game. Randy Richard Herrera, that should have been your place, but you bobbled the ball. Now you're in second place. And I'm going to cut the number of associates you get from 100 to 50. Who wants 50 associates plus the $20,000 officer? Lisa and I thrilled to give you. Who is ready? Don't sit there and not talk to us. We are the controllers of the offer. If you don't talk to us, you don't get it. Cheryl, you've opened up 4 order forms. You keep telling us you're broke and you keep opening up order forms. What's that all about? In my day, a person filled out an order form when they were buying a product or a service. Curious. That system worked well for us. So we have all these people on the order form now. Every one of them says they want to come in. Except for Ray. Ray, we're going to post your instructions for you. So let's give Ray the send D1 instructions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right. Now, I want to talk to all 107 people in the audience. Members of the audience, I told you about 40 minutes ago that I would give you a free copy of my new book, one way or another. Now, if you wish to go to Amazon.com and buy my new book, I'd be delighted. I hope you all do. I hope you go buy it and make my day. Because I was going through, sharing those shots earlier today, going through the new Sotheby's and Christie's catalog for the week. Oh my, there's such goodies to buy. I can always use a few thousand extra shekels. Ray, are you there? And we have not yet heard from Randy Richardson. We can't speak. Randy, I request you are on the order form and making good progress. This offer will expire in 20 minutes. There'll be 90 people in the audience. Don't sit there like a toad in the hole. Come out. Tell me you want. You have the offer made to you. We'll make you the offer in one way or the other. We'll give you a free book. Lisa, tell the people about this book. I don't monkey around. I don't write books for the fluff. I don't do fluff very well. I'm a hard-nosed plutocrat. No. I like the reality of money in the hand. Tell the people about what's so good about this book. It's a must-read for people who want to make money out of it.
Well, it's the plain truth, actually, and there's no, you don't put anything in there that shouldn't be in there. You get right to the point directly, and you provide within that as well. You provide the humor and great music. I really enjoy that.
And let's face it, I write well.
And you write awesome. I was getting to that. I just you never buy your famous author.
When you listen to my whimsical approach to my website, you see, if you write a standard website, you get standard results. I'm not writing a standard website. I'm writing about an oasis of culture, literacy, beauty, things that were well worth having, people worth knowing. And do you think that there are people in the world who would want to go to such a place? I'd say every person of a quarter of a gram of intelligence wants to go to such a place. They want to know such people. They want to have such conversations. They want to enjoy their company. They want to feel good and superior about themselves. They want to enjoy education. Are there such people? There are billions of such people. And I intend to touch the lives of every single one of them. You know me? That's no idle boast. I still have not heard from Ray. I still do not have an order in from Randy Richardson. Randy, we thought your order would be in by now. What are you doing? Randy, you could still lose the 100 customers who are going to the next person who places an order. That may or may not be you. And Cheryl, I still don't understand what you're trying to accomplish. Perhaps you could tell us. You're in, you're out, you're up, you're down, you're in, you're going to buy, you're not going to buy. What's the real story here? And let's, while we're waiting, well, you know what? Not only have you lost the customers, Randy, you've lost the $20,000 bonus package. I'm willing to give you a free book, take pity on you. The condition is you must read it within the next 30 minutes and return to us. Randy Richardson, you made a terrible miscalculation. For lack of $100, you're going to suffer like you never know what suffering was. I wouldn't want to go through what you could have to go through for $1 million. You'd be alone, alienated, no traffic, no tools, no mentors, no associates, no friends. Randy, it's a bad deal that you've chosen. But as you're doing it to yourself, you're probably a masochist. I'm prepared to give you a copy of my book. Yes, and so I am. I'm giving you a copy of my book with the condition that you will read it in the next half an hour and report back to me. Will you do that? Otherwise, I'm not giving it to you.
And Randy, definitely, we are trying to help you. It's the best help you're going to find, Randy.
I'm being honest with you, Randy. You're going to read the book or not? If you're not going to read it, I'm not giving it to you. Author's revenge. Well, ma'am, ladies and gentlemen, this book sells for $29.95 at Amazon.com. I guess Randy wants to go to Amazon and swell my pockets. All right, you realize that I'm going to insist upon that you read it within the next 30 minutes and return to me to discuss it. You do realize, don't you? You do realize that, and you do agree with that, correct? If you agree with that single condition, you put your phone number on the screen, we will have a deal. Or not, as you wish. Very well. I see that you are in the UK. Is that correct? Bermuda. Okay, so you're probably in the UK. Right, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and post this information. Randy, I just posted red text on the screen. There's a green link at the bottom. It says Dropbox. And if you click on that link, download the book, read it, and return it to me. And we have a deal. Cheryl Wolfenbein, what's your story? Eric Jarmler, you've been here 126 times, Eric. Come on, Eric. I have a real present for you. You don't deserve it, but I'm giving it to you anyway. We waited for people to deserve presents. We never have any presents at all. Well, Randy, read the book carefully. You will truly thank me. Now, Cheryl, I need to know what you're trying to accomplish. Eric, I need to know what you're trying to accomplish. Like from tax year. Are you there? So it's astonishing to me that these people don't tell us, that their financial condition is. It leads me to believe that perhaps they're not telling the strict truth. What do you think?
Well, I think once they get their hands on that book, if that's the case, then when they're really going to read it, they're going to do what they can, as much as they can to try.
Randy, that was the condition. Take it or leave it, my man. The man who pays the piper calls the tune. Well, I paid the piper. I wrote the book. I worked hard to make it sensible, make it, in fact, inevitable, irresistible, coherent and truthful. And you say, "I'd like to live in half an hour." That is what we call a me-mouth response. You should say, "Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm looking forward to the task at hand." Next, I'm going to put the Purcell music back on. Let's see here. This is the music that leads right into the text. Today we're going to do some shout-outs in just a minute. Lisa, would you like to do the first shout-out, or would you like me to do it? As you wish.
Well, I'll shout out to the folks that are in the audience, in the background, that are just looking in. It's the Anything Goes program. Here's the perfect opportunity for you folks to come in, because you're probably trying to run a business on your own by yourself, and you're never going to get anywhere. All you're going to do is find a lot of struggle, and if you ever get ahead, it'll take you years. Worldprofit has everything is provided here for you folks. So that's for those sad marketers that really need the services that Worldprofit provides. Do come in. It's here. Right, and it's your choice.
Now, Lisa, are you aware that in 12 minutes these folks are each going to lose a $20,000 offer? Each of them are going to throw it away and be on their own. Is that not astonishing? 12 minutes to go, friends, and then it's all over with the cheering.
Yes, I'm aware of that because I see it over and over again. And just being with Worldprofit, understanding that makes the difference. So they need a great understanding.
Cheryl and Richard Herrera are specializing in filling out order forms, or in the case, an opening, but never filling out order forms. And we want to welcome John Lopardo, Eric Janler, Cheryl Wolfenden. Cheryl, you just keep opening order forms. There's no point to it, darling. It's craziness. It's loco.
And I see Mark's here as well. So, yeah, Mark, it's shout out for fellow monitors and dealers, members of the community. Worldprofit. See, there's 2 million members.
And what I'm going to do here is ease the burden of poor Cheryl, who just seems to not grasp any point I make. And we have not heard from Richard Herrera, Eric Johnlev, and Randy Richardson is reading the book. You know, I'm so chipper these days because people who read the book have a very clear choice to make. They either declare that they're the 99% who's just never going to make a nickel, 99% for the failures, or the 1%. Now, they all tell you, every single one without exception, that they're in the 1%. Until you ask them a question like, well, how are you paying this? Well, I don't have any money. Well, where are you going to get the money? Well, I don't know how to get money. But you're going to be in the 1%? The 1% of what? The 1% of liars? I mean, what 1% do you think I'm talking about?
Well, I want to be in the 1%, not the 99%. So.
Extraordinary. I have a shout out today. I am shouting out to people in third world countries. There are billions of you who want to succeed on the net. Why? Because your local economy doesn't work. Why? Because you're involved in some kind of civil war in your land. People fighting each other over nothing, inflicting maximum damage for no purpose whatsoever. Why? Because you have no healthcare system. Why? Because you have no education system. Why? Because the water you drink is impure. And so many other reasons. You need us. Why? Because we open up a great, big world to you via the magic of internet commerce. Moreover, you will get a free place in my video training program, which is a $10,000 value in its own right. Yes, Randy, I'm glad that you're telling me what's in the book. I do not know why you're telling me. Perhaps you thought that I'd forgotten.
Keep reading, Randy.
If there's anyone having as much fun on the internet today as I am, make yourself known. But if you're unhappy for lack of shekels, no respect, no money, no list, no content, no friends of any kind, well, I'm glad to hear it. Randy, you want to be a member of our community. That's perfectly obvious. The question is, what do you have to do to shake up $100? How difficult can you make that, Randy Richardson? Still calling Eric Johnlev. And Ray, we're giving you another couple of minutes. We're giving you a 2-minute warning. Our program today, oh my, we have raced through this program today. We are 7 minutes to go. In 2 minutes, I'm going to ask this Patrice Porter, a white rabbit from Saskatchewan, to come up and say a few words. Not good enough, Mr. Richardson, not nearly good enough. Do you know who you're talking to? 1%ers don't say I need a week. They don't say they need an eternity. They get out there and do it. I'm going to give you a few hours today. And Randy, I can tell this will be your reaction. Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa, is me. Randy, are you going to be good at playing Lady Macbeth? So I say to all of you in the third world, don't sit there and bemoan your fate, and prove it. Come to us. And I want to speak as well to all of you who have lost money on the net. You were undoubtedly thought of kicking yourself down the street after you lost it, thinking you'd never see that money again. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you work with us, you'll get that money back. No, not the exact money that went to Albania or Beijing or Honduras. But you'll get the chance to make the money back by following a system that works. Not that we think works, not that might work, but that we know works. Lisa, what about that? Every person in this room, with a possible exception of 1 or 2, has lost money on the internet. And they treat it like it's gone away.
Well, that's where they should come in and take advantage of a wise investment instead of drowning your sorrows. Come in and make that back. Worldprofit, if you follow it, has the program for you to do that. If you follow the instructions, it is guaranteed to work. You just have to. It's in place. It's been in place for over 20 years.
Now, as Lisa prepares to go down, I'm going to say a word in her favor. I'm giving Lisa 100 associates. I'm putting them in her account as soon as anything goes is over. She has been so helpful to me over the course of the last few days. There's so much going on. New book out, new website that I'm working on, regular old things I have to do, chasing down old master paintings in Europe, all sorts of things going on. Lisa's been so helpful. I want a round of cyber applause for Lisa out there in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, of course, where we have our headquarters as well. So Lisa, I lead the pack to thank you for your help.
Thank you,
I'm
Dr.
putting a little that little goodie in your account.
I am sorry for the ones I got the associates jokes. Think of that. My customers. Thank you, Dr. May.
My pleasure. And now we're going to bring up for a couple of minutes the White Rabbit herself, Patrice Porter from Saskatchewan.
Hey, and thank you, Lisa. Thanks for pitching in and helping out. It's wonderful here that we can work with the team and help each other, and we sure appreciate you jumping in and helping out. It makes a big difference. And it's so nice to have a co-host on the Anything Goes program. And it was a fabulous program today. I sure enjoyed your readings there. I was just imagining there and just wishing that I could be there and standing in the blue room with you. And I was starting to plan, okay, so how can I make a trip down there? I really want to see this. I just...
Well, as you know, you're more than welcome to come. And I give all my, there's the official treatment, go down to the Sheridan Commander. We have a lavish lunch at the United States where we go out and look at things in the park and all the monuments that are here, and I tell my stories, and we see what's going on at Harvard that day and see if there's any celebrities to go visit. It's a marvelous place. I know I've spent my entire adult life here.
Yeah, and that's the way I love to visit a place with
a place for a person like me.
Yeah, being able to come and visit a place and with a local and that has so much knowledge of the place and everything too, and then plus what you've set up there. I mean, but for right now, I'll have to be content to visiting it online, and but we are fortunate that you are sharing it.
You'll come on the opening day
online here for us, so. And we'll be posting this, the replay of this program on the YouTube channel Pat Porter if you want to listen again to Dr. Lant's reading there, and we'll have the link to the direct link after the program here. But if you go to the YouTube channel Pat Porter, and you can listen to today's recording, and I think we'll have to get recording up and put it up on your website there for a welcome to the people as they come in. Yeah.
Absolutely, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, just your reading, just that portion. And it could be an excellent welcome to the people coming to your site. And nobody took you up on your 100 associates. I guess it was just Lisa, unless Richard is still there. He'll hopefully take those 100 associates.
Richard Herrera has not said anything. Randy Richardson is reading the book, and Ray is not reporting.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell people about your website, and then I'll bring Anything Goes to a ringing conclusion.
Oh, okay. Well, you can visit my home business central at www.20waystoprofit.com. That was set up through Worldprofit here. And also I've used the tools and resources in my gardening expertise to help people create abundance by gardening. And you can go to www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And again, if you want to listen to the replays, it's on the YouTube channel Pat Porter. And with that, I'll be up for the next hour, and I will see you tomorrow on the Anything Goes program at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.
Terrific. Now, as Patrice Porter, who does so much to make these programs possible and to keep me focused and giving all the projects that I have, that is a bit of a task in itself. Now, let me wrap up with the people on the right-hand side. So, Ray, Richard Herrera, Cyril Tenosi, Michael Gamiola, and Randy Richardson. Ray, you need to watch the video. We're going to give you a 2-minute warning. We're going to put your instructions on the screen again. This is Ray. This is a 2-minute warning for you before we remove you. If you're not going to participate in the site, you shouldn't be here. Sheldon Weaver, you've been here 6 times and haven't watched the video. Sheldon, you need to click on the green box and watch the video. And in 17 minutes, return for a spectacular offer. Cheryl, I'm just going to remove you because we're not making any progress here. Richard Herrera, we can't talk to us because he's in the video. Michael Daniola, you need to respond, and Randy Richardson. We have a few more minutes left, and then I want you to come and talk to me. Remember, dear Randy Richardson, confirm that you will be there. I will stay up for you for another 10 minutes or so. I want to thank everybody for participating today. It's been a thrilling day. It's always thrilling when you get a chance to break through barriers. I'm showing people how to write content for websites, how to make their site a universal favorite, a place to meet, where one feels at home and one meets people that one wants to meet, learns things one wants and needs to know. And that's very fun to me. And it's a privilege to have read this bit of the text for just the first time I was recorded for posterity. And by the way, this program will go on to YouTube in a matter of about 5 minutes or so, and it will attract over the course of time thousands and thousands of listeners who come in as a result of the program that you heard. But Michael Danaloa, you need to respond. Ray, you need to respond. Sheldon, you need to respond. This is an interactive site. If you don't participate, we can't help you. Judy Dowles, I want to come up with you this afternoon. We're going to establish a time. Judy, what does your schedule look like this afternoon? I will go off the street in a minute or two, and I will be right back with the police. This is Dr. Jeffrey Lant signing off. Remember the immortal words of Cole Porter: in olden days, a glint of stocking was looked upon as something shocking. Now God knows anything goes. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.